Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be breaking down the incoming Legends Limited transforming Gohan from the BOJACK movie, as well as Boujack himself, and the green Super Saiyan Trunks too. So let's go ahead and start with Gohan, just right off the bat. Let's just start with him. I have him pulled up here alongside Majin Vegeta as a reference, because Majin Vegeta is a transforming melee Legends Limited unit. So we are going to compare both of their stats first. So Majin Vegeta, 236, 227 offenses. Gohan is at 255, 238 for offenses. Majin Vegeta has slightly higher defenses than Gohan, but keep in mind, this Gohan is a reviving unit. Typically, when they do reviving units like this, they don't tend to give them like premium defense stats. This is scary right off the bat here. Over 160k to both defenses before he even revives. That's scary. Like, there's a reason they didn't give Cell like a lot of defense before he revives, because it's ridiculously overpowered. Right, the revival mechanic is ridiculously overpowered in this game. So this is scary to see right off the bat here. Main ability is Hesitant Justice. He draws a special arts card next, or a green card. Restores allies other than this character's health by 20%. 15% of damage inflicted by allies cannot be cancelled. 50% of special move damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, and then 15 to own special move arts costs cannot be cancelled. So with this, you definitely want to be able to get this off before your revival's popped, because once this is popped, then you can't activate this anymore, right? This is literally just a permanent buff. Like, these two things are literally, actually all three of these things are literally just a permanent buff, right? These should persist through his transformation. So if you get stopped before you die, you'll have a permanent 50% damage inflicted for not only you, but all your allies as well. Yeah, and then 50% of special move damage inflicted as well, and then minus 15 own special move cost. So your special move damage is going to be doing 50% more damage, and then its cost is going to be reduced by 15 as well. First unique ability is Kind Successor, transform into Super Saiyan 2 with 70% health when HP reaches 0, so that is his revival mechanic. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 50% of key recovery, and then reduces damage received by 25%. Cannot be cancelled. So nothing too crazy yet. The second unique ability is the Power Within. 20% of damage inflicted against tag powerful opponent. So again, extra damage to powerful opponent. He gets 45% of damage inflicted from battle start until transformation, so that doesn't persist through his transformation. Then 15% of damage inflicted for 15 timer counts every time this character uses an arts card. So that's something that can rack up pretty quickly, I would say. He doesn't have card draw speed anywhere here yet, but I still think that could actually be very scary to witness that. Special move is the Fierce Demon Cannon. It deals major explode damage, shortens allies sub count by 2. That's actually really good upon activation, so you don't even have to hit it for that to actually activate that. Okay. The green card is Firm Will. He gets 20% of damage inflicted by for 15 timer counts, and then applies attribute upgrade, shortens sub count by 3 to self. Wow, for 15 timer counts. That's interesting. So what that means is if you switch this character out within 15 timer counts, he's gonna have 7 counts before he can switch in instead of 10. He holds 2 cards, 1 strike that's a normal strike, and then 1 that gives damage inflicted for 10 counts. Okay, pretty good. And then he's buffing movies, strike, attack, and defense, then hybrids, then Sun Family. So nothing super out of the ordinary here. Okay, let's take a look at his transformed state here. Whew. So Majin Vegeta, 266, 255, 288, 258, and then his defenses are almost at 180k each. Okay, I would say that that's pretty good. Is this long enough? What is this main ability? You think you can waltz in and just take our planet? Okay. Restores on key by 70. Already good. it's already good. Increases own arch card draw speed by 1 level for 30 counts, so he has card draw speed. Destroys all of your own cards and draws a blue card next. Increases the damage of the next special move card used based on the number of arts cards destroyed. So if you destroy all of your cards in your hand, you get 130% extra damage on the blue card. That's pretty good. That's a lot of extra damage. And because he has card draw speed when you activate this, you're going to just draw all your cards back eventually anyway, so okay. First unique is Entrusted Mission. Applies the following effects to self after transforming. 60% damage inflicted, -5 to strike and blast arts costs. Nullifies abnormal conditions, cannot be cancelled, and then applies attribute upgrade -25% to enemy sustained damage card effects, cannot be cancelled. So this is obviously going to be really good in tandem with the card draw speed. And then for the second unique ability, he keeps this. So again, I feel like they kind of gave him that just to deal with Green Goku Black. I feel like Green Goku, they know Green Goku Black has been too good for too long, so they're trying to phase him out, I guess, with this, but we'll see. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards when this character enters the battlefield. If any allies have been defeated, randomly draw up to 2 cards instead. So this is sort of like the purple Vegito Blue ability, where as long as you have 1 open slot in your hand, you can draw a card that fills that slot up. And then I guess he has an extra ability where if you have a dead ally, you fill 2 slots up instead, which is really, really helpful. He also applies the following effects to self every time this character uses an arts card. He gets 25% damage, 15 key, and then activation count resets when characters switch. So I think the only thing that activates 3 times only is just the key. I think this is not limited to only 3 times. So you can just get card draw speed, get cards from this, and just like keep comboing and just keep racking up your damage, and then you can get 15 key 3 times. That's a free 45 key pretty much every time you use a card. And then yeah, it resets when you switch out. Okay. The blue card is Unwavering Blow. Massive impact damage. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Applies buff effect. Nullifies enemies' special actions activate when changing cover. So he has that on his blue card, so you can't go in, I guess, with like purple Bojack or something. I don't know, or like I guess like green Super Saiyan 3 Goku can't save is what they're trying to do with that. Or yellow, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku can't save either. Nullify Endurance and Blast Armor. And then the green card is everyone's favorite, the knockback here. Applies the following effects to self upon activation, restores ki by 20, and then 20% of damage inflicted. So he has no lock, thank God. Restoring ki is definitely helpful though, so and you can obviously can combo that with other stuff. Yeah, he seems pretty good. Keep in mind he's a reviving unit, so everything you see here is like not counting the fact that he also has 2 lives, right? Don't forget, he's also getting all these buffs that are permanent, right? He's getting a 15% damage buff permanently. Yeah. He also has this to carry. These 2 things carry over as well. Reduces damage received by 25% and 50% to ki recovery. These are also permanent. So he's getting 15%, 75%. So he's getting 75% damage. Then every time he uses a card, he's just stacking up more damage and getting ki. And he has card draw speed here. And he has this annoying green card. And this hits like a truck. Okay. Again, he seems pretty good. It's really hard to tell just by looking at this kit exactly how good he's going to be. The question is he going to be better than Zamasu or Gogeta? We'll see. On paper, he certainly looks like he has a good shot at being the best. But again, we will see. We will see. So that's Gohan. All right, let's take a look at Trunks here. I have 17 pulled up as a reference for Trunks because they're both non-Zenkai, non-LF, melee-based Sparkings. So stat-wise, 246, 238, 17's at 253, 235. Yeah, you can already tell they sort of nerfed his offensive stats. You know why? Because of this tag right here, Super Saiyan. You can thank our friend Bardock for that. And then the defenses are 164, 165, so they're actually pretty good. They're higher than 17s there. Good to note. Oh, this is pretty long. Okay. Main ability is Flash Fist. Draw a special move arts card next. Restores on ki by 50. 20% of damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and he also gets card draw speed on his main ability. Okay. This is a very good main ability. draws a blue card, gets enough key to use it instantly, gets some extra damage, and card draw speed. Just solid main ability all around. Unique ability number 1 is Frontal Assault. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. 80% damage, really, really good. And then he reduces damage received by 25% for 15 counts. And then he also has death buffs. He heals Hybrid Saiyans health by 10%. And then he also gives movies 25% damage permanently. So that's good. Second unique ability is In the Nick of Time. The following effects occur when changing cover. Reduces damage received by 20%. So that's going to stack on top of this. So technically he has a 45% cover cut effect when he's changing cover. And then he also inflicts enemies with attribute downgrade plus 10 to all arts cost for 5 counts. That is actually pretty annoying. So he has pretty decent defensive utility actually too, which is nice. Applies the following effects to self if own health remaining is 75% or less after enemy attack is over. Activates once. So he heals for 15%. He gets an extra 30% damage permanently. So that's going to factor into this. So he's going to have 110% damage. And then he gets an extra 40% key recovery, and then he cancels all attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. His blast card restores key by 10. That's pretty good. Reminds me of the red Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And then his blue card is Shining Blow, which is a lunging forward type attack. Deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation. 20% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. That's good. And then he gets minus 50% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 3 counts, and he has blast armor. Green card is Ready to Intercept, restores own key by 20. Destroys all of your own cards and randomly draws 2 new ones, then he gets an extra 25% damage for 10 counts. Pretty good. Stop time green cards are always nice. This is also really good because you can technically, hopefully draw a blue card, and then that would let you use blast armor from mid-range. I mean, that's a good combo right there. Holds a strike and a blast, then he buffs movies, strike attack, and defense, as well as Hybrid Saiyans. And then he also has movies and Hybrid Saiyans, extra strike attack. So at 14 stars, he's giving, what is that, 53% strike attack to Hybrid Saiyans and movies, so aka the new LF Gohan. Okay. This guy seems really good. I think the biggest positive that's coming out of this guy is the fact that he's green and a Hybrid Saiyan. I think Hybrid Saiyans really did need a new green unit. So the fact that he's green and he's as good as he is, I think is a good sign. Again, the only thing they definitely did look out for was the offensive stats. Not as high as they could have been, and we know why. But so, there we go. So let's move on to BOJACK as the final Sparking we're going to take a look at here, as the final Sparking we haven't even... Oh boy. Yeah, this is it's going to be a long one here. Alright, I haven't actually pulled up a reference for BOJACK, but he is a defense type, so his stats are naturally going to be a little bit lower than everybody else's, but we'll see when he transforms what they look like. 232 to both offensive stats. They're pretty much the same. I mean, there's no like one he's favoring over the other one. 162 strike, 166 blast, pretty good. Main ability is This Should Be Fun. Randomly destroys one of your own cards. Draws the Awakened Arts card Galactic Blaster next. Gets 20 key. Applies the buff effect. Nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover, so they can't, knock him back for doing anything. Reduces enemy vanishing gauge to 0. Destroys all of your enemy's special arts cards. So they really... Okay, here's the thing with this guy, right? You have to land the Awakened Arts card to actually do your transformation. If you don't land the Awakened Arts card, you can't transform. This is one of the... I think this is actually the only unit in the game that transforms via landing a card. It's very similar to Yellow Turles. Yellow Turles... Let me actually pull up Yellow Turles here. So Yellow Turles gets a ton of buffs from his ultimate. He gets, 70% damage inflicted, like all these crazy buffs for landing the ultimate. The problem is you have to land the ultimate before you can actually get these buffs to activate. If you miss the ultimate with Turles, you don't get the buffs, right? Well, actually, technically that's not true. You still get them even if you miss, because it's activation. So it actually is a little bit different than Turles even, because with BOJACK, you have to actually land it. Otherwise, it's not going to activate anything. So they're making it very easy for you to get this. Vanishing gauge to 0, they can't change and do anything funny to you, so it's very easy to land, and then that's the reason why. So, first unique ability is Galaxy's Most Wanted, 15% of damage inflicted against tag Super Saiyan and Saiyan. I wonder if that stacks. It probably does. So if you're a Super Saiyan and a Saiyan, if you're on both those tags, I think you're going to be doing 30% extra damage, which is pretty good. The following effects occur from battle start until this character transforms or is defeated. 20% of damage inflicted against, or sorry, by allied, powerful opponent or movies. It gets an extra 50% damage and reduces damage received by 30%. So, kind of like a pseudo support unique ability right here, but he should be receiving this himself as well. So he's going to be basically doing 70% more damage from this, as well as the tag specific damage too. Second unique ability is Immovable Galaxy Soldier. Shortens ally subcount by 5 when enemy activates Rising Rush. That's a very powerful effect. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 5 strike and blast arts cost for 10 counts when this character enters the battlefield. The following effects occur when changing cover. Reduces damage received by 30%, so he's going to get 60% cover cut with both these things active here. Inflicts all enemies with 3 subcounts. So when you change cover with this character, the enemy can't switch because they're all going to have 3 extra subcounts. And then he gets 40% of damage inflicted for 5 counts after enemy attack is over. Okay. Pretty good. Nothing super out of this world yet, but we haven't even seen them transformed. So the strike card has sustained damage cut, and so does the blast. Reduces damage received by 20% for 3 timer counts upon activation. That's interesting. Okay. I like that because it's new and different. I don't know how good that's actually going to be. If you get PV'd, that's going to help you on like the first 2 hits or something, right? But that's pretty much it. It's going to make sure you have 50% reduced damage received, right? Because you have this already up at all times. And then this is going to be stacked on top of that, so pretty decent. Special move is the Cosmic Bomber. Deals major explode damage and then randomly destroys 3 enemy cards on hit. Pretty good. The green card is Tyrannical Power. Restores own health by 10% and ki by 30. Healing is always nice. Applies attribute upgrade, minus 25% enemy sustained damage cut for 10 counts. And then here it says Awakened Arts card, Galactic Blaster. Deals massive impact damage, 150% to awaken damage inflicted for 3 counts upon activation. He transforms, and apparently this can't kill the enemy. This is going to hit very, 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 very hard. He's bossing powerful opponent in movies. Both defenses, and he's giving extra blast attack to both powerful characters that are both in both powerful opponent and movies. So, like the Brolys and Janembas and all that stuff. Okay, let's see what he's like transformed. Let's take a look at his stats here. So he's 272 strike, 271 blast, and then his defenses are pretty much 170 for strike and then 174 for blast. Yeah, these are really good stats. I would definitely say that the offenses could be a little higher, but again, that's because he's a defense type. But we'll see what he does here. BOJACK Unbound is the name of his main ability. It restores on health by 30%, ki by 50, 30% damage for 10 counts, so not that long. And the following effects occur based on the number of battle members. So 2 members increases arch card draw speed by 1 level. 1 member increases arch card draw speed by 2 levels. I assume it's talking about your battle members. Based on the number of battle members. Yeah. Okay. I mean, he just gets card draw speed. Seems pretty good to me. Unique ability is Cruel Overlord. He keeps the same specific tag damage buffs. The following effects occur from Awakened Arts hit until his character is defeated. 20%, so he keeps this. 70% damage inflicted, so he's basically getting 90% here. 30% reduced damage received, and then minus 5 to own arts costs. Okay. He keeps the Sword's allies subcount by 5 when the Rising Rush is activated, inflicts enemies that be downgraded plus 5 to strike and blast arts cost for 10 counts when this character enters the battlefield. The following effects occur when changing cover, so this is the same, this is the same, and this is the same as well. So, and then he also keeps all these as well. Special move is Grand Smasher, massive impact damage, randomly destroys 3 enemy cards on hit. And then the green card is Cosmic Shooter. This is a lunging forward with blast armor green card. Restores ki by 40, 25% of damage inflicted for 10 timer counts, and then applies attribute upgrade minus 25% enemy sustained damage cut effect for 10 counts, and it's comboable. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, he seems pretty good. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. I mean, again, 90% with all these stats here. With card draw speed here, with, you know, ki, he's 30% healing's a lot. Extra damage. I mean, yeah, he's doing a lot. He is. He really is. So, BOJACK definitely seems pretty good to me. Here's the banner. This is, to me, it looks like it's going to be the same format as the Part 1 banners. This is up for a long time. It's up until August 4th. So, don't feel like you're rushed to summon on this banner. Maybe continue focusing on, you know, the Zamasu banner or something like that for now. And then come back to this once you're satisfied with that. Because, again, this is going to be up for almost a month and a half. That's a long time. A bunch of LFs returning. We have 6 returning LFs here. We have Future Gohan, Frieza, Piccolo, Goku, Gohan, and Beerus. And then obviously we have the new Gohan here at 0.5% as usual. The new Trunks, the new BOJACK, and the disappointing thing that I noticed here was the fact that the EXs, the new EXs we looked at in the other video, 0.3571%. We go down to the other EXs and they're the same rate. So it doesn't look like they're really going to change the rates of the EXs. Maybe they will. I mean, maybe one of these steps, like the guaranteed EX step, like, I don't know, this one or whatever, maybe they give a boosted rate for the new EX or something like that, because it's going to suck getting all these guys for like an average player, right? I don't know. Ticket banner is here, pretty much the same format as the other ones. 5% for Gohan, 12.5 for Trunks and BOJACK. And we have a new event coming out, BOJACK Ruler of the Galaxy. This is going to allow you to farm up the EX Green BOJACK. He's okay, a little definitely old at this point. New raid this weekend versus Vegeta, and I believe the bonus unit is going to be Gohan. I think this is Gohan right here, actually. Yeah, by far the biggest boost here is Gohan. But we'll talk about more of that in a separate video. Then we have 2 new equipment. This should be fun for Heraclan and Extreme. So only the new, pretty much only the new Extreme Heraclan units can use this. Base strike defense with a 15, base blast defense with a 15, and then this is really good. It only goes up to 4, but it's pure strike and blast per Heraclan battle member. That's really good. People aren't going to realize how good this is, but it's very, very good. And then this one is Let's Go for Sagas in the movies, so a lot of characters can use this one. Special move damage up to 10%, strike attack up to 15, and then ki recovery up to 20. I don't remember an equipment that gave this much ki recovery ever. I think this might be the highest ki recovery equipment in the game, or something like that. It's got to be close. But there we go. That is pretty much everything that's coming. We talked about in my first breakdown video, we talked about the Zenkai GT Goku, we talked about Ultra Vegeta, then we talked about all the EXs coming, and now we just did Gohan, BOJACK, and the Trunks. So yeah, Gohan definitely seems pretty good. Again, I'm not really sure where he ranks amongst like the best LFs, but he's definitely up there. It's gonna be a close one, probably. Again, it's difficult to really tell just based off of seeing the kit without him being used in game, because he's doing so many things. He's a revival unit. Like, there's so much that goes into this kit that I can't just look at it and say, oh yeah, he's the best. We'll see. We shall see. So let me know down below if you guys are excited. Are you summoning? By the way, the banners come out tomorrow. So 6/25. I'm recording this on 6/23, which is a Wednesday. This is coming out Friday morning at 2 a.m. Eastern. So whatever time zone you're in, just convert that. And let me know down below if you guys are excited, if you're summoning. And hope you guys enjoyed. See you all in the next one.